Thank you so much for staying with us. The battle to effectively secure Nigeria continues to unfold with twists and turns. Hundreds of villagers fled Damari community in Gwari local government area of Kaduna State after dozens of bandits riding on motorcycles invaded the community. A deadly clash ensued between the two camps of bandits, leading to loss of lives. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered the military to respond robustly to the killings and kidnappings in Niger State, not Niger, as I said earlier. But residents of the states appear to have resigned to fate and accept banditry as a way of life. The people of some of the community in the states now live with bandits and pay levies imposed on them, as seen in this viral video. That's Niger State. Yes. We've been talking about these ungoverned spaces around the country. With what you've seen, I can see it's not as if those bandits were terrorizing the villagers. It was like a usual return. They came to collect their IGR.
No, they've been there for too long to be constantly fighting with the people. They've meshed with the people. The people have been forced to accept them. So, because
like
the alternative is death. We've seen what happened in Zamfara, in the Dansadao area, where the people decided to negotiate directly with the bandits in return for peace. And the people celebrated 1 month without an attack. That's in the Dansadao area, you know. So our people, where our people confront them, sometimes they pay with their lives. Bandits. Because you are not sure that you will be protected. So why don't you just do what you think is right and have your peace? Okay, I've been talking about Niger State. The Shekau faction of Boko Haram has been in Niger State since Salah Day of 2020. At least I've known that because he posted picture of them celebrating Salah in Niger State and he announced it. Now, our people, some of our people believed in deceiving themselves that no, they are just in the northeast. They've not spread their tentacles. But now the governor of Niger himself has come out to tell us that Boko Haram is in his state. So they say if falsehood travels many kilometers. It doesn't take so long before the truth catches up with it. So what we didn't want to admit, that these people spread their tentacles beyond the northeast, we are now seeing it boldly. The governor of Niger State, not once, not twice, has told us that in the Shiroro area of his state, Boko Haram has set up camp. And their mission is to go and enter that National Games Reserve in Bogu. Bogu is the largest local government in Nigeria, with plenty of landmarks to play with. If we allow Boko Haram to get into that place, it will be like another Sambisa for them. That's a local government bigger than many states in Nigeria, bigger than Ekiti State, bigger than all of the states in the southeast. You know, and even Lagos, for example, more bigger than Lagos. So, because Lagos is the smallest state in our country by landmass. So, where you have so much land for them to play with, of course, they are going to be comfortable. Areas that we left unattended to for years, we are reaping the ill effects of not doing the right thing. I've seen what we are talking about, military operation in Niger. I've said repeatedly that it cannot work if you single a state for military operation, because these are contiguous states. Niger used to be part of the old northwestern state. Sokoto was part of that state as well. They can move from that Niger. Forest will link them to Zamfara, link them to Sokoto, link them to Kaduna from that same Niger. So these are contiguous states. If you want an operation that will be successful, it has to be simultaneous. It will cost us money, it will cost us time, but that is the best way to defeat these guys. Now we have even talked about it. It's been announced that the president said they should be ready for military operation. Of course they will be ready, and you will not find them. By the time you want to launch an attack on their base, they will have left the place for another place. That's what we saw with Zamfara. Many of them left Zamfara and went straight to Sokoto State when the bombings began.
Mayor, the only thing that came to my mind is I don't know, why did we allow this thing? Because this process I'm looking at, it didn't just start today. And the people are helpless. They've submitted to fate.
I think it's a failure of government. The duty of government is to protect its citizens. But obviously, that community in Niger State have been abandoned, and the government have failed them. Because it is not right for government derives its legitimacy from the people. So it is the duty of government to protect the people. When you now leave communities in Nigeria to the hands of terrorists, to the point that they will come in and collect and tax them, and people have to pay or negotiate for peace in a country that has a government, it's a failure of government. This government has done so badly when it comes to security. I appreciate the sacrifice of our security forces. They are putting their lives on the line to solve problems in different fields. I appreciate that. But this government have not shown the will or the strategy to solve the problem. Because we've said it, like Jude said, we don't have to be a general to know that the strategy they are using now can never work. We have said that severally. It cannot work. When you are fighting, you are not fighting a regular army. You are fighting a force that is extremely mobile. So you cannot departmentalize fighting them. If you go to this state, they will move to another state and go and search up there. When they start doing that and you want to fight them again, they will move to another state. So the government has to face the reality, raise the necessary funds, get the necessary forces, and attack these people simultaneously. If you don't do that, I've said that several times, if you don't do that, you're just wasting your time. They're just wasting resources and the lives of our security men, because it will not work.
Jude, who are these people? Are these foreign elements, or they've recruited our children? They've recruited on the unemployed youths people that they don't have anything to do, anything to turn to. Who are these people? Because look at the way they are dressed, look at what they've turned to, how did they get the ammunition they're using?
Let me start with the last question. How did they get the ammunition? Ammunitions will come into Nigeria through our porous borders, especially in northern Nigeria, where we have extensive borders with Niger, stretching up to about 1,000 kilometers. 1,000 kilometers, most of it very porous. So why won't weapons come in? Through Katsina alone, they can bring in so many weapons because there are more border posts in Katsina than I know of any state in Nigeria. I mean, of even official border posts that customs can man. So, and you know, this will use the official border points. They will have identified places through which they can come in. So weapons will come in. People have been arrested in Kebbi, bringing in weapons from Niger Republic through the River Niger in Kebbi State. People have been arrested in Katsina, bringing in weapons from Niger Republic straight into our country through the numerous border communities in Katsina State. We've not been able to stop that. We have not been able to address it. Then coming into the northeast, weapons are from the black market in Libya and other places are coming into Nigeria again, largely through our border with Niger Republic in the northeast. We have extensive border with them in Yobe. We have extensive border with them in Borno State as well. Our border with Chad, I hear people sit on social media and say, they blame Chad. But our border with Chad is not extensive. It's just around the Lake Chad. It's very small compared to that of Niger, spanning different states. You can imagine border from northwest right up to the northeast. We have various states that share border with Niger Republic. So we have not been able to address that. Even if you look at Boko Haram in Borno North, largely they can bring in weapons through Borno North, that largely a lot of those communities, people are not even inhabiting them. Some of the things that we have said before that it pleased people to deny, even without knowledge. We saw the governor of Borno State come out to tell us that 2 local governments are still being controlled by Boko Haram. If it was Babajide that said it, they would say no, he does not like soldiers. He does not like the armed forces.
It's not patriotic.
Yes, it's not soldiers that are happy to receive me and take me, and you deceive yourself that I don't like them. What kind of hypocrisy is that? People that I enjoy Christmas with? So this is the thing. We've got to ideally, even this matter of these bandits, it shouldn't be the army handling it. It should be the police. A police that is well funded, that is well kitted, that has the weapons that it needs. Honestly, they can stand up to these people. Remember the case of the DPO, the head of SARS in Borno State, who went after Boko Haram and recovered gun trucks from them. He even rescued soldiers that were kidnapped. That's a policeman, no? That's to tell you that if you provide, and he had APC that government provided him. So that's to tell you that even the police, if they get the benefit of good training and equipment, that will help us a lot, because they even have knowledge of communities more than the army. But we are not doing what we should do. Go to the training facilities, training institutions of the police. You will shed tears. You will shed tears. Some of them have no windows.
Talking about stranded youths, what people that are meant to be tomorrow's leaders, now you have them in form of bandits. Because I don't want to believe that all these people are foreigners. I want to believe that
they are not foreigners.
No.
I once even spoke with the secretary to the government in Katsina. We are related, and he said, we know some of them, we know where they were born. They know them even right up their homes. No, so will anyone tell me that Kachala Truji is a foreigner? When people knew him when people knew him when he was small, or Daudawa is a foreigner? No. These are
the bandits. There are two types of bandits, as I see it. There are some of them that are part of Boko Haram, but who have gone rogue. They've been on their own, and they have gone into banditry and criminality and all that. There's another set of bandits who are youths that have not been provided for, who have taken to criminality as an avenue to survive. And it's failure of government. When you don't provide if you don't provide enabling environments for your people, you will force some of them to do untoward things to survive. And that is why banditry, if you notice that Sheikh Gumi was trying to make a case for them at a time to say that, look, the problem with these people is that they are hungry, that's why they turn to criminality. If you encourage them and you try to provide for them, maybe they can decide not to do this again. So those are the two types of bandits that we have. But now, part of the thing why it is festering is that it's becoming very, very profitable. It's becoming very profitable because you see bandits exercising authority in their sphere of influence. In those places, there is no sign of government in those places. They are the government in those places. So that's why they can levy people and collect tax from people. In a country that has a government, this government should be embarrassed.
Tuji is even attending Jumat prayers. Yes, in Sokoto, he attended Jumat prayers. He's installing district heads.
In town, attending Jumat prayers in town?
Yes, in the place where he is.
Because he's the one controlling that area. There's no sign of government there.
He appointed district heads for the people. And he told them these are the people to deal with. You must deal with. These are my people. This person is in control of this area now. You must deal with him, otherwise there will be trouble. And he had the guts to even attend Jumat prayer.
Julia, another thriving industry here is the people, when they collect ransom, it seems the ransom is fueling banditry. The amount of money they talk about.
Yes.
They hardly talk about 1 million, 2 million.
No. You remember yesterday when we were interviewing the Mietiala vice chairman Northeast. He said in the past, even if they kidnapped their people, that they could give them small money they will release. But these days they are talking of 20 million. So that's why it has reached a point now that to even be able to pay the ransom that they are asking for, their mouths have become wide, as the Yorubas will say, that the ransoms have become heftier. So those people cannot cope. That's why they've decided that, okay, we are now setting our vigilantes to go and confront you in the bush. But unfortunately, 40 of those vigilantes were slaughtered. Now, look at the Nigerian Baptist Convention telling us that they paid as much as 250 million to secure those Baptist school children from bandits. 250 million. It's not. Remember the case of those university, Kaduna University boys and girls.
Yes.
Those ones too paid in excess of 100 million. If people are getting this kind of money by way of ransom, do you think it will be easy to put it to an end? It will need extraordinary measures to put this thing to an end.
Huge.
I thought it was a lie. Reverend Hayat in Kaduna, I called him and he confirmed. He said we didn't take it from our account. We had to mobilize the money everywhere. That is confirming to me that they paid that much. Now, there was the emir of Bungudu, a first-class emir. One of the most brilliant emirs from northern Nigeria. He was a banker. He was the best in even at level of primary school. Went to FGC Sokoto and excelled. He passed with flying colors. Emir of Bungudu, Atahiru. These boys who have no regard for anyone, they took him away. He spent up to a month in their hands. And during that time, they said, okay, go and bring ransom. When they mobilized 40 million, they thought that was enough to get Emir Tahiru released. They brought 40 million to them. Government helped. Is the family too raised some money. They brought 40 million to these boys. They said, no, 40 million is not enough. Go and look for more money. Until they brought 50 million. Ayo.
50 million for a transaction.
And you know, they were also maltreating the man. While he was in, you maltreat a first-class emir, one of the most brilliant emirs from northern Nigeria. You humiliated him.
Super.
So they know that once they do that, you will start running a casket.
All right, I have my first caller. I think Benga is on the line.
No. Good evening. My name is Benga from Abuja.
Okay.
Coming on the season to you guys there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What I'm thinking of is about this bandit. If you go to the corners, the villages, it will not be new to me. I was fortunate to do in Birnin by the college should know it. After God, it remember to local government in Bauchi. Birnin is a village about more than 1,000 or 3,000 people. So one day, I went to the police station. I only met two men there, no arms. They were not armed to be there. The second time I went there, they were not even the police station. I went there, there was nobody in the police station. And I asked myself, if bandits are targeted to this village now, about 3,000 to 4,000 people, who will receive them? Who will pass against them? You now see the reason why these people are fed these bandits and pay their right to save their lives. Living there is along the main road to Bauchi. Look at the distance that is about kilometers inside. What will happen to those villages that are kilometers inside without life, without any road there? What I'm seeing here is a reality. People need to save their lives. That's the reason why the government should sign this bill of state police. State can police their citizens. Our security police and police cannot go around all these things. Because of that, the villagers are now saying, let's pay these people ransom, let's agree with them to pay tax to save our lives.
Thank you. Thank you, William from Abuja.